Hi, we are Ephraim and Genesis.
We are a newlywed couple from New England.
In January of 2019, we embarked on a crazy wild journey of full-time RVing in pursuit of liberty from the 9 to 5.
Originally, we intended for the adventure to last a year, but once we got a taste of freedom, we found our home is destined to be where we park it.
We welcome you all to subscribe and follow our adventure.
Nothing could stop us. Sunsets, remember the colors. They were wrong. It was way more than a dream.
We are Project No Destination.
And this is our white picket fence.
Yeah, so welcome back to our channel. We have not uploaded in a while. We're still working on the van. We took a break for a few weeks because we have been trying to prepare for the baby.
Yeah.
I think it just finally hit us that we probably should settle down
For a little bit.
And I think kind of the whole pandemic and all that has pretty much forced us to settle down, because it's everything's closed, and well, not everything, but a lot of things are closed, and so yeah, so here we are. I guess I'll just start back a little bit at why we took some time off. So basically, not to because this is not what the channel's about, but pretty much I am just about 25 weeks now, although I look like I'm 40 weeks on the camera.
You look huge on the camera.
I look huge on the camera. So I'm 25 weeks now. We are gonna do home birth. So we actually had to find a place to live in order to make that possible. So pretty much we were apartment / hospital room shopping.
Right.
We didn't really want to settle down and sign a lease or anything like that, but we ended up just thinking it's the best thing for us right now, especially given that we're in between projects.
Right.
And so that's what brings us here. So we ended up going apartment hunting. I was just getting super uncomfortable in the space that we were in because we were in the RV.
Yeah.
I was fine at first. I thought we could stick it out for for the whole 40 weeks. Man. And I just got way too big, and I was struggling to get onto the bed.
Every time she would climb on the bed, her stomach would always contract.
Yeah, my uterus definitely
your uterus will always
yeah,
contract.
well, yeah. My bottom half of my stomach, wherever my uterus is, it would literally get so hard, and I was like, all right, we have to go. This is a problem. Because we thought we'll just get a step stool and stuff like that, but then it was just so uncomfortable.
It was.
I just was really wanting a full-size couch.
Right.
I was that is so, it was so basic for me. I was I just want a couch that I can lay on, that I could lay across, that my legs wouldn't be knees to chest. Right. And that was just my only request. And so, that's when we realized we had to go. We had to go.
Oh, man.
So we just settled into a 2-bedroom apartment. It's so cute. I love it. And I think too, at first we were oh, we don't want a nursery. We're fine. The baby could sleep with us. And then the more you think about it, you're wow.
Right.
I think for us, we kind of just we want to be minimalist, and we want to bring this baby into this lifestyle. And though we still want to do that, we also have to think about we've never been parents before. We really don't know what to expect. And we do need this space.
Right.
At least to figure out what we're doing, how just get our lives together. That's my new thing. That's why we've been gone. We've been getting our lives together.
Our lives together.
Literally.
Seriously.
Our lives together.
When we found this apartment. We applied for it.
Yeah.
The very next day, they approved us. And from that very moment, we started packing our bags.
Yeah.
We packed everything in the RV literally in one night.
We packed. We saw the apartment.
Yes.
We loved it.
Oh,
We put the application in. We went home.
Yeah.
We went home and we started packing everything
Yes.
before we got approved. And before we had the keys.
Right.
Yeah, I think you were feeling it for me.
Yeah.
You were just like, yeah, we gotta go, honey.
We have to go. Yeah.
We have to go.
It was definitely time to leave the RV.
Yeah, it got to a point where we couldn't even fit in the bathroom at the same time.
I know.
That was...
We were like bumping bellies.
We were bumping bellies. So, yeah, and then we got what was it, like 3... I would never forget this. It was like 2:30, I think, and I got the email. And I literally, it was like this paragraph, and I literally didn't read anything else but congratulations. And he was like, let's go. We're getting out of here.
Oh, yeah.
We ended up moving in, and then like 4 days later, we ended up going down to South Carolina to celebrate our 2-year wedding anniversary. It would have been, we should have been in Bali.
Yeah.
Because that was the plan. But then 2 pink lines came and coronavirus. So we settled for South Carolina.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
We went to Plantation. We went to Myrtle Beach. We walked around Charleston.
Yeah, we went to Charleston, yeah.
We stayed in like a historic home. It was like really cute and very, very nice. So, which brings us to today. So we wanted to make a video to talk about the school bus. So some people, I guess, didn't really understand that we still have the school bus and we were still working on it.
Yeah.
Well, like not physically working on it, but we were pretty much still trying to get it fixed as far as like the brakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And the flooring and all the welding and blah, blah. We had a welder come out and check it out in, what month was it? I think it was like March.
March, yeah.
I think it was like March. Yeah, it was like March. He came to check it out, told us he was just like waiting for a spot. We were going to have it moved to like upstate New York. He was going to work on it. And then, I don't know, that fell through for him. So he kind of was like, well, I'm still waiting for a spot. So we're like, that's fine. We ended up getting an email finally back from the school bus company that said that they were going to check the bus out, which that got delayed as well with the whole pandemic. They had half of their workforce in the office or in the shop. So eventually we ended up getting an email back in, I think, May. Yeah, I think it was like towards the end of May. And then she told me, hey, when can you get the bus here so we can check it out, start the work, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, great, we'll have the bus towed to the bus company. We did that. That was very interesting. I have a couple clips. I recorded a couple clips. So I will insert that here. Right? Oh, that's where you do it.
He told a Skoolie just...
Oh, really?
Yeah. How long ago was that?
Scary. Oh my God. It's close. Ay, Dios mío, señor. Wow. 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 Oh my goodness. 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 I am shaking right now. And I'm not even in there or doing the work, but I am shaking. Wow, that is serious talent. What the heck? That was some I was literally shaking. That is some serious talent. We had that towed there. They took about, I want to say 3 weeks to look at it. It was pretty much parked there for like 3 weeks, which we were like, whatever, that's fine because we're still working in the van. There's no rush. And then they took about a week to pretty much take the bus apart, look up parts and where they can find them, and are there things that they can like save and weld and all that. So we eventually got the quote for the bus. And before we got the quote for the bus, she actually called us in to do a walkthrough with the mechanic with the mechanic. And so we did a walkthrough. He was like very thorough with us, pretty much showed us like everything that was wrong with the bus, what he would fix. And so we were fine with the walkthrough. And then I started to ask like some more questions, and he's like, well, like I've turned on the bus runs, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the engine, but I would, in order for me to check it, I would have to get the bus like like on the road, which obviously you need brakes to get it on the road.
Right.
And then I asked a golden question that changed all of our minds.
I know.
I asked him, I pretty much said to him, it runs well. Obviously we were able to drive. We've never had a problem starting it or turning it on or keeping it on. But I asked him, why do you think that the bus doesn't go faster than 20 miles per hour on the highway?
Uphill. Yeah.
And then how fast would it go like flat?
Like, the highest speed I went was almost 60.
Oh, okay.
It was almost 60, yeah. Around 50, it was 50 something.
Wait, so then there's probably nothing wrong with the bus.
No, but uphill, we were on the highway the first time I drove it. And I don't know, I thought I had it in the wrong gear, so I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
So then I thought by changing the gear, it would help, and it wouldn't. So the first hill that I encountered, I was going like 20 miles per hour. You were behind me.
Yeah.
And that was scary because there was cars flying right by us. But the fastest I got to go was, I believe it was almost like 50 something.
And flat.
Maybe that wasn't flat. There was a little hill.
Right.
So maybe I picked up momentum and gathered up some speed.
Right. So I ended up asking him that. The mechanic said, well, honestly, he's like, well, now that you're telling me this, like, I really don't know. And so that may be another problem that you're going to have to invest in. And so we're just kind of like, I don't know. I speak for like both of us just because we didn't discuss at that time, but like we usually always think the same way.
Yeah.
Like when something's going on, even though like we haven't actually verbally said anything, but like we process things the same way. So I just like in my mind, I was just like, I just felt like at peace with not continuing with the project.
Right.
And so we got in the van. I sat in the passenger side, he sat in the driver's side, and then I think we looked at each other and it was like, yeah. I think it's time to
part ways.
Yeah.
With the bus.
Yeah. I think that the reason why we came to this conclusion because it's not, so we got the quote after that, whatever. Is pretty much the work would be $5,000, which the $5,000 doesn't bother us. We would get all new brakes and all that stuff. And then it was another $1,000 for the replacement of the tires. And then there's some of them that would be recapped.
Yeah. And
some of them would just be replaced. And obviously because of the model of the bus, it would make sense to replace them now that like they have everything off, because anyways. So I think for us, we're just like, the uncertainty of knowing like what's gonna then go wrong after we've now put $6,000 in, which we bought the bus for $3,250. Something like that, I think it was like $3,250. So we bought the bus for $3,000. We would put $6,000 into it, so that's $9,000. We've put literally so much money into it, like as is last summer. So it's I want to say, in the time, the effort, the material, we've at least put like $14,000 in, if we were to factor in like fixing the brakes. That's $14,000, and that's not even touching the welding of the floor. That's not even raising the roof on the bus. That's like, and then everything else, once that just gives us a blank canvas. That just gives us like something to work in. And so we're just like, honestly, financially, that's probably not the best move, especially because we're expecting now. I think it would be a different conversation if we weren't expecting, because we don't really have to think about another human being. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We're at peace with this decision. I think we struggled with it for a while because we pretty much were like, like I said, we're a lot like the same person. And we didn't want to feel like we like quit on something. Yeah. And I think there's a huge difference between like knowing like being of sound mind enough to know when enough is enough. Right. And it's not, like we said, it's not because of like the money that we would have to put into it. It's just like, how many more things are gonna go wrong? And then it's like, is it gonna just end up being a money pit? Right. Oh, that's what I was gonna add too. What? So we could park it back where it was in our home. Well, not our home, but our rental property. But it's like gonna cost us another $500. Yeah. So it's pretty much just like, oh, that's what I was gonna say. What? The diagnostic. So, oh my God, I literally feel like, I don't even know like how to explain this. Like, I literally feel like we have taken our money and like piled it into a toilet, stuffed it down, and flushed the toilet, because, and it happens every single like week, I feel, or has been happening every single week. We paid $500 to tow it to the place. No, $500 to tow it to Massachusetts. We paid $500 to tow it back to Connecticut to have a diagnostic. We then paid $500 to have a diagnostic run, or pretty much for them to check out what's wrong with the bus. And then now we're faced with, if we do want to keep the bus for however long, whatever, we would have to tow it back to Massachusetts for another $500. That's $2,000 in such a short amount of time, and nothing has been done. That's sad. That hurts my heart really deeply. So anyways, that's our other alternative. Either sell junk, sell junk, or transport back. And it's just, I don't think it's a good option. No, it's not.
Things deeper.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like we looked at it deeply.
I feel like we
had someone that was or is a diesel mechanic come and check it out. Like, I feel like we did the homework that we were supposed to do. Yeah. But I think that we ignored like some red flags. Because we didn't really. Because I guess we relied too much on like expert advice, and honestly, if I went back, I don't know what I would have honestly done different. I think I would have done differently. I've been like, well, unless your brakes work, like we can't. Right. Yeah. We're not gonna purchase the bus.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I thought that having someone check it out was sufficient. I mean, I think we did that right. And so I really don't know what we could have done differently other than like, yeah, if it doesn't drive, then we can't purchase it. So, I mean, everyone goes through this stuff. We're not the first ones. I mean, obviously not everybody buys a school bus, but people are lied to. People are taken advantage of, like financially. I mean, at least once in everyone's life, like they've had to go through this in order to let them learn.
Yeah.
So yeah. Why are you gonna laugh? So
yeah, we're not gonna hold a grudge against her, but it's a lesson. It's definitely a big lesson learned.
Yeah. Right now, where we stand is we're still working in the van. It's completely framed
out.
We're still obviously continuing with that project. And as far as the bus, we've like placed an offer up, Facebook Market, Craigslist. Yeah, Facebook Market, Craigslist.
Yeah.
Offer up. And we're pretty much looking for like junkyards as a like last resort.
Right.
We have to move it soon from the school bus company. So that's kind of like a little bit of a stress on our backs. But yeah, so hopefully we can get rid of it pretty quickly. Not rid of it. It makes me it actually really makes me sad, like to see it. And I think I will cry when it's like
finally gone.
But I would rather it be like sold to someone that's gonna do something with it. So at least I feel like we gutted the entire bus out for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, we gutted the bus out for a reason, and somebody is able to like to benefit from the fruits of our labor.
Right.
Other than just like throwing it in the fire or crushing it. So our project that we're just gonna focus on is the van and this.
Yes.
And getting rid of our RV too. That's
another thing.
That's another thing. Our RV, we also listed it.
Yeah.
We are like renting it out this summer.
Yeah.
And that does pretty well. So.
Right.
But we will not be living in it again.
No. I think this is our last year with the RV.
I pray that it's our last week.
Our last week?
Our last week. I want to see it rolling away on Sunday.
I know.
So anyways, if you guys, we're going to end this video. It's been way too long.
Yes.
If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, any miracles, please send them our way. And yeah. See you guys in the next video.